as this guy that I already have. Different Gecko. Because I'm telling you, I love red and black. And then I just opened him, but I got the unarmored version of Last Ronin. I didn't have him yet. Then lastly, I think this is the last one.
I like turtles.
I got the Last Ronin Casey Marie with her motorcycle. Because this is like a $65 set, and they had it for $40.
Nice.
So
how's the motorcycle skill with like Legends?
I don't know. I haven't even opened it yet. That's what I'm going to do on this show while we talk, is open all this shit up. But yeah. Anyway, so I got that. But I think that's all I got. So I did get a couple of Marvel Legends, but it was stuff I already had. So I gotta say, so I opened these up and I did the review on them today. I finally cracked open all my NECA 2012 turtles, my whole set. So I've got all 5 of them. I got the 4 turtles and Shredder. Dude, these things are awesome.
Or NECA, so.
I know, but like this Shredder. So I don't know how you guys feel, because I know there's a lot of people like Jared and me and you's age bracket that basically hate everything Turtles once Viacom bought them out. And I don't know how you are with them, but I
haven't liked Turtles since the end of the 2003 series.
Yeah. So the 2012 Turtles is in no way, shape, or form like the greatest version of Turtles ever. And maybe it's just because I watched it with my kids, but I liked it. Like, it wasn't the best thing ever, right? But I found it, like, it was entertaining, and I liked the character designs and the characterizations and all that kind of stuff. Oh, that was a good show. You know, it was made for kids.
Decent. You know, I mean, the CGI was a nice change of pace.
Yeah.
I like the storyline. The last season, they kind of hurried through the storyline just to end it, you know, but I mean, other than that, I like the series. I wish it would have kept on going, you know, at least for a few more years.
I liked the show. I did not watch all the show. I think I watched the majority of like the first 2 seasons with my kids. I didn't watch past that. But I thought it was a good, like, it reminded me, like, as I'm watching that with my kids, I'm thinking, yeah, they feel about this show the same way I did about the original, 87 show. Like, I could see it. You know what I mean? Like, I was like, yeah, I can see the comparisons here. You know? So anyway, again, not the greatest thing Turtles ever or anything, whatever. But I liked it. I thought it was good. But I love the character design. And this, I always thought that this was the coolest design for a Shredder that they had ever come up with. I thought the 2012 version of Shredder was awesome. I really like this design a lot.
They kept it classic, kind of like the original animated series, and a little nod to the movies with the way he looks, which I thought it was a nice blend, and they didn't overdo it and they didn't underdo it. I liked it.
I like it a lot. It's my favorite Shredder design. Even though that's not my favorite TMNT show, it's my favorite design for Shredder. But the figures are fucking phenomenal, dude. Like, these figures are just amazing. I have
Donatello and Michelangelo so far. I need to get
the Donatello. The Donatello is fantastic. They come with a ton of accessories.
Yep.
Like, dude, they are such good figures, to the point that, like, even if you didn't really care about the 2012 show, but you just like Turtles, like, they're well worth picking up, dude.
Well, you can, just the range of emotion you can get them in.
Oh, yeah.
You put some accessories, put their hand and head in a certain way. And
like, Shredder's helmet, like, isn't just a head swap, right? Like, his helmet actually comes off, and you can see his scarred face under there and everything. Like, they're so well done.
Yep.
Like, I knew I was gonna like them anyway because I like NECA shit. So, and I like Turtles, so I knew I was gonna like them anyway. But honestly, like, I like them way better than I thought I would. They may be like the best Ninja Turtles figures that NECA has done. They're really, really good.
I just saw an interview with Trevor Zammit from NECA, and man, the Sesame Street Big Bird and Oscar the Grouch and Grover, they look perfect. I know this is getting off the subject of the Turtles real quick, but NECA just has been knocking it out of the park with a lot of their stuff. Turtles included, but the Sesame Street stuff sells like crazy here. I had Bert, Ernie, and
I wish
Gollum.
you'd get more like a comic book properties. Like, they got the
Yeah,
Defender
well, they
of the
did
Earth,
well.
They did.
Go ahead. I'm sorry.
They did like they made those molds originally for the DC figures, but they
Yes,
repurposed them
what I was
for
about
like
to say.
Defenders of the Earth stuff and Flash Gordon, and they were great.
Yep.
They're great. Do more.
The problem with those DC figures that they did, they were 2-packs, and they made them exclusive to Walmart, which was exceptionally hard for anybody to find.
Well,
I
that's
couldn't
what I mean.
find them.
Not that don't just give us more DC stuff. Just give us more comic book stuff. Like
Well, that too, but I mean, I think they could have done well with a limited DC line. At least the
they
main
ran
core
the
Justice
Flash
League or
Gordon
something.
stuff into the ground. Get
Yes,
different
they did.
properties.
Yeah, they re-released it like 3 or 4 different times on different cards and boxes.
Every different type of Flash Gordon you can think of.
There was like 3 or 4 different Mings alone. The one that I really liked was the 2-pack. That was kind of like movie based. So I've got Ming in that all red robe. Man, looks perfect.
I love the comic book style with the movie looks. I thought those are probably the best ones of those.
Yep. Yeah, but I wanted that Green Lantern and Predator 2-pack so bad because the Predator had the Yellow Lantern logo on his chest and he had Yellow Lantern constructs. And I was just like, Jesus Christ, I wanted that so bad, could not find it.
It's like one of my favorite crossovers from when I was a kid too, when they did the Batman versus Predator.
Mm-hmm.
I loved the armor he was wearing at the end of that when he defeats the Predator. And ends up just beating the living daylights out of the Predator with a baseball bat.
I mean,
It's
fair.
great. He did it like that. He did it like this. He did it like that. He did it with a baseball bat.
Well, I mean, his name is Batman.
Yeah. But
All right, y'all. We have to go feed John and change him. So
Get down here so lovely
Okay,
people can
B.
see you.
Go do your fatherly duties, bro.
Yeah,
Yeah, she's camera shy.
the baby did his duty, so you can do yours.
Yeah.
yeah. Yeah.
All right. I'll be back later.
Crummy Collectibles, Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas.
See you, fellas.
Christmas.
I got only one pickup this week.
You're upside
It's
down.
the CT Toys Gambit. And he's awesome. And so much better than Marvel Legends. And I like the Marvel Legends, but it's not even a comparison. And then I did pick up a Gundam because I don't have enough hobbies.
Exactly. If you're not a true Gundam model collector unless you have a whole stack of them, like you haven't built yet.
Well, that'll come later because I gotta start with one before I start getting into. I did pick up a glass file though because I'm serious about my Gundam that I don't know about, and I almost bought some. Anyone who does Gundam will know God Hand snips. They're about $60.
Snips.
Yeah.
Where's Anakin?
Snips, as in the best jailbait in the galaxy.
Oh yeah. You know Anakin banged her.
Oh yeah. So did Obi-Wan.
Oh, definitely.
So did Rex.
Dude, everybody banged her. She was a space slut.
Yeah, Jelly. Nippers is what they're called. Although I don't know if I can say that. That sounds kind of questionable.
You say nipples?
Yeah, nipples. They're good for cutting off nipples.
I got super cheap ones.
Super
Yeah,
cheap
I got-
nipples?
Yeah, haven't you ever seen Mallrats? They make They make extra cheap nipples that you can
Nice.
attach to other nipples.
Well, I mean, if you can't attach nipples to nipples, then what's the point?
And when you're painting parts, priming, always tape up your mushroom pegs and your joints.
Whoa, now. Hold
Oh,
on.
Because
We
you
just
do not
got
want to
real
get
spicy here.
you do not want to get paint built up on those. That's the way you end up.
I would recommend keeping paintbrushes and paint in general away from your mushroom peg.
Yes.
unless you're just feeling adventurous, and then
I mean, you know, I mean, I guess there's times when it's fine, but
I'll get my $60 nippers one day. But
I see so many people paint those and they have issues later on. It's like, just take the time, tape it up. You gotta make sure you got your protection on.
always.
So when the tedious part getting the surfaces smooth, you prime it. And the primer will show every flaw. Sand it, prime it, sand it, prime it until you get your surface smooth as you want.
FBHKWHD would like to know what type of resin you use for your printer.
Oh, hold on a second.
It's the it's not the Elegoo, it's the other one.
This is stuff I've been using.
Yeah, Anycubic. That's all I've used is Anycubic, and it's good.
Now, standard resin's super delicate, fragile. This you can get in multiple colors, and it's very durable. Like $35 a bottle. And it comes out like so. Very durable stuff. Shoulder pauldrons will be. And this is the stuff I started with. It's what the printer came with, and you get great detail out of it, of course, but it is fragile.
I've tried Elegoo has their own tough resin and it's pretty good. I think you can get a better deal with the Elegoo stuff if you order larger amounts, but you get better deal per bottle. Plus they have like bulk, like 2 kg bottles that are pretty nice. The Anycubic stuff's on Amazon, so you can get it prime delivery and next day and all that stuff.
It's cheaper if you buy like 2 bottles at a time too.
Yeah.
really,
And you got your quantities, so you can do like quantity too, like on the order, and it's a few dollars cheaper to buy 2 at a time.
all right. So let's see if this motorcycle would work for Marvel Legends.
This one does.
I
was
have
eight-
not.
I'm looking at it right now. I can tell you right now it would. I mean, it's
Uh,
pretty obvious.
I haven't used it for any kind of joints or anything like the resin, which it should hold up for joints. Just
I haven't put it together yet because I scaled it wrong. I changed the scale and it won't go together right. But I printed an entire figure and it had the joints are supposed to be like screws that go through it, and I just thought that seemed kind of risky because the plastic on the metal seems like it's gonna not last very long. I like that.
That bike looks like it might be good for a civilian Wolverine.
I like the hubless design.
Yeah, it's cool.
Oh, it looks like a blade bike too.
Yeah.
I like that. That's a nice looking bike.
Yeah, paint it all black. Make it a Punisher bike. Or blade.
Put fire on it, and now it's a.
Dude,
Yeah.
it would make a good Ghost Rider bike. As I'm sitting here looking at it, like,
Which, if the rumor's true, we're getting a Vengeance, but apparently he doesn't come with a bike.
I would prefer a 2099 Ghost Rider. I think that one would look a lot better.
Oh, I would love a 29 Ghost Rider.
Yep.
I want
that's
to
in America.
be nice to give it a 2.0 Danny Ketch because I made
bigger
mine
one?
better, but he's too damn small and the bike wasn't right.
I am definitely down all over that. Come January 8th, that Johnny Blaze Ghost Rider with the Hellfire bike. I cannot wait until those orders go up for solicitation.
And it's going to make it painfully obvious too that the Danny Ketch one's too small because that one's on a Vulcan body and it's going to be huge next to that tiny Danny Ketch. They made Danny Ketch true 112 scale.
Well, he's younger than Johnny Blaze anyway, so I mean,
But
if he's a little taller, I'm not going to complain.
his
That's what I was gonna
Ghost
go
Rider was bigger than Johnny Blaze's Ghost Rider.
Talking in the pants, right?
Yeah, a lot of
Yeah,
fire.
dude, you could do a lot with this bike.
The bike looks fantastic.
Yeah, it's got that futuristic look to it. So
Well, we're here, and we do have something to discuss today.
Oh yes.
Whilst we're all sitting here playing with it, I think we have what is, in my opinion, the biggest piece of toy news. It's the biggest piece of toy news that we've had since McFarlane got the DC license. And that was the biggest piece of toy news we had gotten since Hasbro took Marvel Legends from Toy Biz. So those are I would call this the third biggest piece of toy news in this century. And
Well,
that
I would add into Marvel, Disney in general too, purchasing Power Rangers completely.
true, yeah. But needless to say, this is big news. Big news. And I don't know if it's good. I don't know. It depends on, I guess, I don't know. It just depends on how you look at it, really. And it also depends on what this means for, because this, I've got to imagine this is going to affect not just one company, but obviously Playmates putting that announcement out there for their shareholders that they are not going to be, and it didn't, and maybe I read it wrong, but it didn't seem like it was their choice. It seemed like Viacom is not renewing the Ninja Turtle license with them, more so than they've decided not to renew it. Now that could be, I mean, I guess it could have been their choice. It might be that somebody tried to outbid them and Viacom went to them and said, hey, we just got, blah, 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 X amount of money offered to us. Would you match it? And they said, nah, we can't do that. I mean, I don't know what the scenario is here.
well, it could also be maybe falling sales. Playmates has had the line for so long. Maybe sales have steadily just went down little by little by little.
So I was looking at they put that in the announcement, and let me get that plate. But I'm gonna get that.
I will say too, go along with what Quinn was saying there, is the fact the window with little kids playing with toys has shrunk.
Yes.
Oh, drastically, yes.
You have such a shorter time window where kids transition from toys to electronics, and where it's just right now it's mainly just small kids that are playing with toys.
past
Little-
maybe
little-
the age of 10, that's it.
I think it's younger than that. I think it's
Yeah.
Mm,
It could be like around 8.
the not far after kindergarten. I think they're switching over to electronics.
Yeah.
So
Which I
here's
still
in
think
the
is
announcement. Now hold
a
on.
big
So
mistake.
in the announcement, this is what they said. Because they mentioned what the percentage of their revenue Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles was for them year to year from 2021 to 2025. So now, obviously, 2021, that was COVID. So they said it made up 8% of their sales in 2021, 13% in 2022, 77% in 2023. Then it drops to 46 in 2024 and 36 in 2025. So you see it died during COVID. Then 2023, it shoots up to 77% of their revenue and then starts dropping again after that. So that's kind of, they may be looking at that jump from 77 down to 47, down to 36, and going, okay, it's dying off.
Yeah. Well, you got the factor like what I was mentioning, like kids are not playing with toys as much as they used to.
No,
Your turtle market right now is way oversaturated. How many companies we have making turtles right now? You had Playmates, you have NECA, you have Super 7, you had Loyal Subjects for a while. Now it's McFarlane, all making turtle figures. And what was the big thing like that started with NECA is like increase in sales for a little while, got pushed from collectors. They started reissuing the original turtles on their card backs.
Yeah.
I bought them. I bought at least 4 turtles. I didn't buy anything else because I'm not as big a turtle collector. I just thought it'd be nice to have hang on the wall. I got the 4 original turtles on their card backs, and that's where they're going to be. So you have an oversaturated market and a shrinking market for little kids' toys, which primarily what Playmates makes. They do make some adult collectible stuff, but mostly it is kids' toys. So I can see that being a major factor in their decision of like either like getting outbid or just wanting to stop altogether.
Yeah.
It's like, is it worth it with they acquired the Power Rangers license, which, well, they didn't acquire it. They're licensing the Power Rangers from Hasbro now.
Yeah.
No, it wasn't Disney bought it. Hasbro actually bought Power Rangers. I'm sorry, I said Disney earlier. Hasbro themselves bought Power Rangers completely, which is kind of like unheard of. Built like a toy company doing that kind of thing. But I just think it's just a huge amount of factors going involved. Turtles has been going strong for a long time. Playmates, I don't think they've ever not made Turtles, have they?
So I was trying to look that up, and I couldn't find when Playmates actually started as a company. But they started doing Turtles in '88. Now, they were a toy company before that. I don't know for how long, and I know most of us never even heard the name Playmates before Ninja Turtles.
Are they connected to LJN any?
That I don't know.
Yeah, LJN used to be like one of the big toy manufacturers from like before then. They did like the old wrestling stuff, like the Thundercats, and so I'm curious.
Yeah, I don't know. And obviously, like, look, I mean, over the years, Playmates has like done other stuff. I mean, they've
Oh yeah.
they've
Well,
done other things, but nothing has ever been as big as Ninja Turtles. That has always been primarily. It's like Toy Biz with Marvel, right?
Well, before the Hasbro acquired the Power Rangers, Playmates' other big brand was the Power Rangers, which they have those licenses back out of Hasbro right now. But nothing's really going on with Power Rangers right now because Hasbro was like let's make our own show instead of importing the Japanese show like that's been successful for 30 years.
Yeah.
Let's make our own show and make it more expensive. Which I don't even know if they even released the first episode of that yet. It's like, let's not partner with a Japanese company that made this thing work. So, yeah.
I mean, I can't sit here and say that other than nostalgia, I really care much that Playmates won't be doing Turtles because of the fact that, you know, I mean, mostly what I collect is NECA, right?
Yep.
And some people collect Super 7. And you know, there was Loyal Subjects for a while. Now McFarlane's getting into it. The Playmate was the kids line. Now, from a nostalgia factor, like, I get it. Like, that's kind of disappointing. But, I mean, like, you know, you look at the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Mutations, right? Which is their newest line. Like, other than a couple figures here and there and the main Turtles, like, I do have some. But in general, I could give a rat's ass about that line, right? Like, it's kind of a spin-off of Mutant Mayhem, which, by the way, I know I was one of the few, but I actually did like the Mutant Mayhem movie. You know what I mean? But you know, if they had never made the Mutant Mayhem figures, which morphed into the Mutations figures, like, I couldn't give a shit. Like, the 2012s were really the last figures I liked. The 2003 figures, while the show was good, the figures sucked, to be completely honest. I've got them. They're not good figures. Like, they're worse than the original 88 line. They're bad figures.
They're basically the same as like the old style, like 5PO figures.
No, they're worse, dude. I've got them. They're worse. They're
But
they're-
one of the best cartoon lines,
repos.
the worst toys.
Like, they have more articulation, like, in the sense of, like, oh, they have a rotation at the elbow or at the knee, but the rotation does nothing because they are in a pre-posed position. Like, some of them, like, will only stand with, like, on their toes because they're pre-posed. You have to have their legs a certain way, where the original Turtles, you didn't have that. So they're actually worse than the original 88 line. I'm not, like, I have the main four Turtles.
I think that was a thing of its time too. People were doing that, like, pre-posed legs, like the 2000X Master Universe figures. They're very much like that, where the legs are pre-posed. You got hips that move and all this and that, but their knees don't move, the ankles don't move, and the feet are pre-posed. Where basically you can only put them in one position.
Yeah.
So the whole hip articulation was kind of pointless on those original 2000X figures.
Yeah,
they couldn't really do anything.
Yeah, they really don't. They're I mean, look, for my collection purposes, I have the 2003 Turtles, but they're probably the worst figures that Playmates ever did of Ninja Turtles as a line, as a whole. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah.
The 88 line is better. The 2012 line, honestly, the 2012 line is Playmate's absolute best line. It's got the most articulation. It's the most accurate to the source material. They came with a ton of accessories. The sculpts are probably better than anything they've done before or since.
Well, that's in the newer era too. Like when they had to step up the articulation because But the 2012 line's even better than the Mutant Mayhem or the Mutations that they're doing now. The 2012 is better. So they've gone back and forth. Yeah.
You know, as far as Playmates goes, I think for most people, and certainly for me, the best Playmates line is always going to be the original 88 line, which basically lasted from 1988 to 2002.
No,
like, essentially for 14 years, they basically did the same figures, like the same style, that kind of short, squat, 5 POA, but with really well done hips and arm joints that gave a lot of good movement. That's the line that lasted the longest. And I think overall, you got the most figures, the most characters, and while they're not the greatest articulation. They did eventually start working in some elbows and some knees into the line by the mid 90s. But I would say in general, that's probably the best line they've done, just because it lasted the longest and it had the most variety, and it was just a fun line, even though the articulation wasn't great.
Well, King Collector was saying in the chat, like what we were saying too, like the market is just flooded with turtle stuff.
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. And when you've got, again, like what we were talking about, and we've talked about this so many times, but when you're talking about where kids just are not playing with this stuff, you're dealing with a market where they have to cater to who is going to spend the money, which is us.
Oh, yeah.
We're the ones that are going to spend the money.
And as much as we buy, we are a small market compared to what the kids
Oh,
are.
yeah. 100%. And so, like, NECA, you know, even Loyal Subjects, McFarlane, you know, as much as I don't like them, even Super 7 caters way better to that market than Playmates can. They just can't. They've tried before.
Yeah, they've tried to make adult collector stuff, and it's still kiddie-looking stuff.
Yeah. And I've got some of that stuff, and it's fine. I don't hate it.
They're not horrible. It's just they're not.
It just can't. It can't compare to stuff like this.
Yes.
Like it just can't. And
NECA is ahead of the game making adult collectible stuff.
Oh yeah, 100%. Well, I mean they got into it straight up doing that.
Yeah.
NECA has never. Hasbro, Mattel, even McFarlane.
I still think it's hilarious. I don't know, like these idiots were like ranting about NECA because they label their stuff as not was it the
Not a toy.
disposable goods?
Oh yeah. For import,
it's
they're dumb. These people are.
Well, it's the whole thing. Like, well, see, they admit they're making bad stuff. No, which what everybody should be familiar with now. Even though it was not as prevalent then, they were still import tariffs. The import tariffs have different rates for different merchandise. That's why we have the term action figure in the first place.
Yep.
When action figures first started getting made, they were classified as dolls.
Yeah, and it was
Dolls had a higher import rate.
Or was it? No, it was it Kenner? Who was it that originally coined the term action figure? It was either Hasbro or Kenner.
It's one of the other. Of course, Hasbro owns Kenner now, so it's
yeah.
Say Hasbro. But either way, it was done for tax purpose, import tax, because it was more expensive to import dolls. So they come up with new terminology for action figures, and for the longest time, it was cheaper. It made it cheaper rate to import action figures. Then those went up, and NECA was saying, "Well, our stuff's not really action figures. It's more." That's when they were making the Stactions and stuff like that too. All their stuff was classified as. So they get the classification is disposable goods. Cheaper to import it. That had nothing to do with like the quality they're making.
Did anyone ever make figures of the 2007 TMNT movie?
Yes, I have them.
Is it Playmates or is it?
Hasbro.
That was Playmates. I've got them. Here,
I like that. I like that still animated. That.
Oh, I love that movie. That's my second favorite Turtles thing after the.
I agreed. I saw it in the theater, and
yep.
I think it's like the same weekend I watched that and 300 or something. But yeah, I think it's just a bunch of factors involved. I don't think they're making the money like they used to on the kid stuff. Like you was talking about, there were people out there doing adult collectible lines already. You have two companies making adult collectible lines. One that makes subpar stuff, one makes good stuff.
So here's this is all the turtles are basically the same. So this is Raphael, but they've got pretty good articulation. You've got single jointed elbows. They have bicep swivels, and then they've got the swivel at the wrist, ball joint hips and shoulders, single jointed knees, but you've got the single joint with the rotation. Nothing at the ankles for the turtles. Heads on a ball joint, but doesn't do much. The human figures are worse. So Casey's basically like 5 POA. Well, he's 7 POA. Because he does have knees. But they are 6-inch scale though. These are 6-inch figures.
They look good.
Yeah, they look like the material. Like they look like the IP. Shredder there looks great, but I mean, real basic articulation.
Yeah.
He's got rotation at the elbows, but no elbow joint, so it's always at an angle. So they're solid figures. Like I like them. They could definitely be upped. I would love to see NECA do a take on these, on the 2003 Turtles. You know,
it's that, like we were talking about before. It's that time period where pre-posed arms and legs, like the in an action pose where you basically got to stay on one way.
Yeah.
2000X human figures like that.
I wish they would have made all the figures like the Turtles, because the Turtles have pretty damn good articulation for 2007 from Playmates. Because the Turtles are, I mean, they're solid, dude. Like with bicep swivels and all that kind of stuff. Like there's some good stuff there. But yeah, Playmates made these. They are, I'll tell you right now though, they're expensive to get a hold of.
Of course they are.
So like the versions of Ninja Turtles I have found that are the most expensive to get a hold of if you want to like collect them is the 2007 TMNT movie, the Fast Forward TV series, which are ridiculously expensive. Dude, if you want to fast forward, like one of the Turtles in package, it's going to cost you $150 easily.
Golly.
These aren't as bad. Like in package, I mean, you're looking at like for the 4 Turtles, probably $50-$60 a piece. Shredder, Casey, they're a little bit cheaper. You can probably get them around 30. And then the what I would say is probably the most expensive Turtles to get a hold of are the Playmates Jim Lee versions of the Turtles from the 90s.
Oh,
remember they did that run, and they only did 3 of them. I think they never did Leonardo. Like for some reason, they never finished.
Didn't they do that with a crossover with Savage Dragon?
Yeah, it was a Savage Dragon cross. It was when Playmates was doing the Image Comics stuff. They were because they did Cyberforce, they did Wildcats, they did Savage Dragon, and then they did a version of the Turtles, a la Jim Lee art.
Now,
and
I
they
did.
never finished it.
You might be interested in these, Matt, since you're on Turtle Kick. I saw somebody like one of these on a reel or a short or something other. Playmates is doing kaiju crossovers, like Leo crossed over Godzilla, and
I saw those. I wasn't too thrilled.
I like the look of the Leo. The rest of them was kind of. The Leo,
they're kind of. If you like the kaiju stuff and you like turtles, then you're gonna like those. But
Leo is crossed
weren't my cup of tea.
the best. Which I don't know why they didn't do Raph mixed with Kong or something other. I don't know. It's different franchise, but still.
Didn't they do Donatello as like Mechagodzilla or something like that?
Do what?
Didn't they do Donatello as some sort of Mechagodzilla?
I don't know. I remember Raph was Rodan, which that only fit.
Mikey is Ghidorah.
Yeah.
And then Leo's
Godzilla,
which I mean he's like all leg.
Which seems like to me, if any turtle is going to be Godzilla, it should be Raph.
That, or they could have made Raphael King Kong.
That's what I was saying. It's like but it's probably a different license though to get Kong.
It's possible, yeah.
Or here's a crazy idea. I know it's like Gamera. He's a turtle.
Oh my god!
Oh, that would be cool.
Why didn't I think of that? That's true. That would have been a shoe-in right there.
It's like, why didn't either of the turtles get him?
Gamera, the 5th turtle.
Yeah.
Wow. I would love to have been on the board whenever they're deciding. Let's do all these kaiju turtles, whatever, and nobody probably came up with Gamera.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ! I bet you somebody's watching this stream right now, and they're like, I'm gonna fire Bill when I get to work tomorrow because he didn't come up with that damn idea. That son of a bitch is gone. Yeah.
So the Casey Marie is a pretty fucking cool figure, and I'm pretty sure she's 6-inch scale,
Well, the bike is. So
and so is the bike. This is a good figure, man. I like this. She comes with so much stuff, and again, I get it. The regular price on this is like $60, but for $40, dude, got 2 extra heads, the motorcycle, everything else, man.
Mhm.
Nice setup here.
I was looking at
You
Foot
can
Soldier.
probably
I got
take an April O'Neil and put on there and make it a April O'Neil bike.
Oh yeah.
I was like at Foot Soldier I got for $17. It's like
Oh yeah.
all the stuff that comes with it.
Sometimes the accessories are worth that price point, you know.
Yeah. Well, the hood that throw it down hood, I'm gonna use that for solitaire. Another Ultraverse custom. I'm trying to find a good hold it down hood for them. It's kind of been holding me up.
But to get back to the Playmates thing real quick, my biggest concern with this, and because I tried looking this up and I couldn't find an answer. Maybe somebody out there in the chat knows this, but I can't find out if Playmates has the master license and has been licensing other stuff out to other companies, or if Viacom is the one licensing stuff out to like Super 7 or NECA or whoever else.
Now, a lot of brands don't have master license.
Yeah. So I don't know. My concern, again, because I love the Playmate stuff. I grew up on the Playmate stuff, but it's out there. You can still get it, and you'll be able to still get it.
My opinion is probably Viacom, because if they were licensing stuff out to NECA, if Playmates themselves were licensing out stuff to NECA and Super 7 and all that,
Well,
they would kept the license.
that.
They would have kept the license just because that would have been money to them, like what Hasbro does.
That'd be like kind of like subletting, you know.
Yeah.
A lot of companies
Yeah.
won't allow
But my
somebody
concern-
that's getting the license off of them.
Well,
to-
that's what
to
Super 7 got in
license
trouble
it out
for.
again.
Yeah. Super
So,
7
yeah,
got in trouble for
everything
that.
was probably
stuff.
through Viacom.
Now, Super 7 got in trouble
just
for doing that with, Silverhawks. They were telling everybody, oh, we own Silverhawks. We didn't license it, we own it. And they licensed Silverhawks out to Ramen Toys, and come to find out, Warner Brothers like, no, you are licensing that from us. You don't own it.
See, exactly.
Well, my
And
concern is
You know,
that this
and you
is
notice
going
for a
to
while there,
affect-
Silverhawks got pulled off Super 7's website while they were dealing with legal, because what they did was illegal. So
I'm just concerned that it's going to affect other stuff, because for
Yeah.
whatever reason that Viacom is not willing to work with Playmates, or Playmates isn't willing to work with Viacom, or whatever.
I
Like,
just don't think it's profitable anymore, because
well, and that's, I mean, certainly with what they've announced, when they put that press release to the board and to the shareholders, is it certainly looks like the profitability has been steadily declining. But
Yep.
the issue then becomes, okay, so is somebody else going to make a bid for it? And if they do, what does that look like for NECA, for Super 7, for everybody else? If
Yeah.
it's not one of those companies
now
that is
Mhm.
making the bid, because somebody's going to bid on it. If for whatever reason, Playmates and TMNT through Viacom are going their separate ways, somebody is going to make a bid on TMNT, and that whoever that is, if it's McFarlane or Hasbro or Mattel or NECA or whoever, right? What if they go to that company? What if they go to Viacom and say, "Hey, we want to buy the master license." Period. End of story. And they make a big enough offer that Viacom goes, "Okay, you have the master license." Now, obviously, they'll have to wait till current licenses expire with NECA and Super 7 and whoever else, right? But at some point, that may be something that we have to deal with. I mean, it could all this stuff going on could end up with NECA no longer having the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle license, or Super 7 not having it, or whoever else. You know, it's like with Mattel and DC. You know, Mattel goes to DC, license is ready for renewal, and they go, hey, we want the master license. We want the master license back. And they made a big enough offer that,
Yep.
you know, DC was like, okay. You know, Warner Brothers was like, okay. You know, and it's going to take time for all the other licenses to run out. But once it does, everything goes to Mattel.
Spin Master is losing the DC license because they're like you said, Mattel's getting the master license. Which I would have, my guess, Spin Master made more money on action figures than McFarlane did off the DC line because they catered to little kids.
Yeah.
And little kids are a bigger market. Now, McFarlane stuff's more expensive because it's adult collectible stuff. I'm not saying he didn't make money on them. I'm sure he did make money on it. But it's a smaller market. And both adult collectible stuff and children's toys are both shrinking markets.
Yeah.
Because we're getting old. And the younger generations didn't play with toys like we. There are no Saturday morning cartoons pushing toys no more.
Nope.
There's not even Saturday morning cartoons anymore. So, yeah, you get cartoons on like Netflix or Cartoon Network, which Cartoon Network I think is dying too, that's part of the sell thing of Warner Brothers.
Yep.
So, who knows how this goes?
Who knows? Maybe Netflix or Paramount, whoever,
Yep.
says, hey, we need to recoup some of this money. There's a creator of a very awesome mech show that wants to buy the property back.
Oh yeah, like
We could recoup some money from that.
it would be awesome if they'd actually let, like the creator of Mega 6LR, he's tried to buy Mega 6LR off Cartoon Network for years, and they won't sell to him. He did another show like for about futuristic race cars. I can't remember the name of that one. He tried to buy them both back, and they won't sell to him, and they're not going to do anything with the properties. Of course, they were going to bring back Mega 6LR. I believe that's the one I'm thinking about was going to get revived, but that's when Zaslav got hired and he started cutting all the animation and stuff. Mega 6LR project got canceled, but let's greenlight Mandy's horrible Velma show.
Twice.
Yes, that nobody watched. The only people who watched it were the people making fun of it on YouTube.
Yeah, the hate watching made the records go up. Like, stop hate watching. You're not helping.
Or if you're going to hate watch it somewhere else.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like King Collector saying, like Spin Master made some great Batmobiles too. They can be customized to fit your McFarlane figures. Absolutely, Matt did that.
Yep.
The Batwing that they released, a lot of people were doing that. They were putting like a 3D printing like cockpits and put in it.
Yep. But then you also have people who are defending McFarlane releasing that Batcave set for $230 plus shipping.
Oh,
Like, well, it was $175 when it was new, so I mean, with inflation, it makes sense. It shouldn't have been $175 to begin with.
Part of the original price was the tooling for it. He didn't have to do any tooling. He was reusing molds that he didn't even develop. He got access to.
they're just a bunch of McFan boys. All they are.
He literally didn't have any money involved in the tooling of it. He got them for free.
Or do what I did. You know, you've done. We got the extreme sets for this thing was like $50, and it covers my entire desk, and it looks amazing. And works.
As I mentioned to everybody if you're wondering what I'm doing, I've been working on, I do a lot of custom work, and I'm in the process after the sculpt, sanding, priming, sanding, priming. I'm priming prime. That's how you smooth your stuff for paint, and so you don't have lumps and bumps. I did sanding on it now. I wetted the cloth and wiping it down, get the dust off of it. For these, I think I can get one more coat of gray on here, and then I'm going to prime on black because these will be painted gold. When you do metallics, black primer, way to go. Like silver, gold, put your base is black. These will be shiny gold. It's gold, actually.
I like gold.
And also, if you do any painting, get you some helping hands. These things are a must. This takes a while to get everything done. If you do it custom right, it takes you a while.
If you do it wrong, it can also take you a while just because you lose motivation and suddenly don't want to work on it anymore.
Meh. I'm done. I've done quick customs too. Now, this is something like more of a high-end piece I'm working on. A lot of sculpting, a lot of reshaping. It's like these lower calf pieces. I didn't realize they were lumpy as they were because the material, this metallic pearl white, hides everything, and it's ghosted like the original pieces were. It looks like it's smooth or there, but it's not there. I don't know how it does it, but it does. I may use a thicker primer this time around, just to one more coat. These were horrible in the first primer coat. I had these like lumps in here, where the Dremel bit made flat spots. I think one more coat on that one with primer. That'd be good.
Hey, Jared, you remember how I asked you how you do those pinless joints?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, well, I ended up doing that with the Werewolf by Night, this leg here, because of that colored knee joint. Yeah. So it ended up working out perfectly. So, I mean, he can fully bend it. And I put that little drop of super glue and held it in there and then just kept bending it back and forth. So, yeah, it works out great. So now he's got a full-on pair of green pants without that ridiculous.
What was the donor figure?
Oh, it was another Werewolf by Night. So I took the other leg off and cut it. So, and that's what I did with the spare Werewolf by Night. I ended up doing my version of the Night Force.
Yeah.
So it worked out great. So I don't like to, when I destroy a figure for parts, I kind of like, hopefully I can use parts for something else, and then I ended up making this. So
very nice.
It was a win-win for me.
Nice.
I like this Werewolf by Night. My only complaint is it doesn't have an alternate head with a closed mouth. He should have an extra set of hands.
Yep. And an extra head.
Yep.
Especially with these things being $27.99 now.
Yes. I mean, we waited so long.
We should never get a figure. We should never get a figure now that it doesn't come with an extra head and an extra set of hands.
Exactly. Just like all Spider-Mans should come with fists, whipping, and wall crawling hands.
2 of each, not 1 of each.
You know, so
They start giving Spider-Man just one of each style hand.
yeah. I mean, we need to have those 3 sets of hands for Spider-Man.
The 6-arm Sinister Spider-Man. The 6-arm
6-arm
Spider-Man.
Spider-Man should have came with 12 sets of hands.
Yep. It came with 1 extra set of hands to have like the wall crawling hands for another set.
Yeah. I mean, don't get me wrong. I understand that wall crawl, that black costume 6-arm one. We were not going to get another set of hands for each arm. So, but I still I like
at least
that
if
figure.
you've been collecting, it's only for like people who've been collecting for a while. You probably have an extra set of arms.
Oh,
hands on
Look, how many black costume Spider-Mans have they made? So yeah, I got extra hands, so I'm good. But you know what? I do like the engineering aspect of that black costume, that 6-arm Spider-Man.
Oh yeah,
They did really, really good on that. You know, so kudos to them on that. You know, we're going to get that repainted as red and blue, and then maybe later on down the line, we're going to get a Man Spider. Hopefully, I'll take him I'll even take him as a Build-A-Figure.
Man, I'm looking forward to like getting the new Vengeance figure, but it's also a bummer that he's going to come in a Build-A-Figure wave. That means you don't have a bike.
Yeah, well, who knows? Between now and then, maybe they might change their mind.
Because I like Vengeance.
Yeah.
And I like the original Vengeance, not the new.
I like the look. I like the look of him. Yeah.
I even like the original character, the cop. But the new ones, like they've changed, like Venom, like not Venom, the Vengeance being like a serial killer type thing, and all this and that, and like,
yeah,
man, just bring back the original Vengeance.
You know what I want? And there's a figure that's kind of like this that Toy Biz made back in the day that I've not been able to find anywhere, at least not complete. And I would like to find it because it's the closest thing we've ever gotten to this, which is, you remember the Venom Lethal Protector series when he had basically the Venom symbiote formed into like a fucking all leather motorcycle outfit?
Yeah.
You remember that?
Yep.
So Toy Biz did a figure. It was called like Venom Extreme Cycle Rider. And it was not the exact same costume, right? From Lethal Protector. But it was Venom in like black and white leather. And he came with a motorcycle. And I've not been able to find this anywhere. And hopefully someday I'll be able to find it. Because I
remember seeing it on the shelf.
Huh?
I remember seeing that figure.
Yeah, they did a Spider-Man, which the Spider-Man to me doesn't look good. But the Venom actually looked cool. It was not the same design on the costume that he had in Lethal Protector. But it was not bad. And it had more limited articulation than the standard Toy Biz Marvel Legend, but it was still a 6-inch scale figure.
Yeah, I'm looking at it right now. Yeah, I mean, for its time, it was nice. You know?
I think it's still nice today. The only thing, honestly, it lacks is articulation. Like the
that's what I'm saying.
sculpt
I mean,
is
it was
good.
nice for its time, but if Hasbro would readdress this one, I mean, not that they probably ever will, but if they ever did, they could execute it very well.
Well, they don't even have to do that one, because honestly, like I said, I'd rather have the actual legitimate Lethal Protector outfit. You know what I mean?
I would like to have just regular Eddie Brock in his jeans, black leather jacket, you know, and his flat top. I would like to have just that figure. I mean, we've got a Peter Parker, we got a J. Jonah Jameson, and Aunt May and Mary Jane. Give us that civilian Eddie Brock. That would be awesome. I think a lot of people would probably like to add that into their Spider-Man collection.
It'd be nice.
Yeah. You know, and you could give us some like add-ons, like venomized ooze or something to put on his arms or whatever like that. You know what I mean? And maybe a little snap-on half venomized face where it's like half mid-transformation. I think that would be kind of cool. I mean, I'd buy it.
I'd buy that for $1.
Right? I would. How many of us think they should bring back the Legendary Riders series?
I do. There's a lot of fun characters that have bikes and
Yeah,
steeds and stuff like that. And
yeah, anything, you know.
Ghost Rider 2099, what we were talking about earlier, would be an awesome one.
Oh, you know what? I got somewhere. Hold on.
I want a whole subline of 2099. They did Age of Apocalypse. I don't remember Age of Apocalypse being that popular, and they did tons of like figures for Age of Apocalypse.
Now I know I showed
Dude,
you guys.
remember
before.
when Toy Biz did an entire line of X-Men 2099 figures back in the 90s?
Yep, we need a new line, or at least a few X-Men 2099. Skullfire, Mean Streak, Junk Pile.
I
We need
want
a
a
few of
whole
those.
line of 2099 stuff. A Doom
Yep.
2099, which was he's on a leak list.
And Metalhead as a Build-A-Figure. I'd take it.
Sure,
They,
2099. We've been talking about that for years.
A Hulk 2099 would be awesome. I
Real
like
quick,
2099.
my friend of mine, he made me some of these Silver Surfer boards, but he had painted them. This is actually made in the silver kind of shiny silver plastic. And if you notice, he put a peg here and a peg there, and it's curved on the bottom, and then he actually put the little fin on the back. It's a little shorter than the actual surfboard that comes with the Silver Surfer from the 85th anniversary and the Walgreens exclusive, but it's a work in progress, and this is pretty damn good. If it was about an inch longer, it would be perfect. You know, the only thing he didn't do was round up the side here, but he did. As you can see, it's curved on the bottom, so you can see there it's how it's curved. He just needs to shape this up, and you know, this board is pretty much perfect for the replacement board for the Silver Surfer to make it more accurate. So I think he's doing some pretty good work. He also did these. Where are they at here? These, and he's going to put clips on them, but he's casting these in the black and yellow plastic. So he's got the Blam, and then for Wolverine, and he's already done it. He's used some sticky tack, some snicked on both the. When he's got Wolverines going like that, he has them tacked right there on both of his arms. Man, it looks fantastic. So he's going to start making a few of these. These he kind of gifted me. He goes, "Hey, I hope you like these." I'm like, "Yeah, if you want to make me some more, I ain't going to say no." So just thought I'd share that.
You see, he's copying Wolverine's Berserker attack.
Don't everybody talk at once.
Talk about what? We don't have anything to talk about. Is dog real?
Is dog real?
Oh, Dog the Bounty Hunter?
Yeah,
No.
I think he's fake. I don't
that's
think
my father. So
I already got the 2000X figures here.
nice. Am I?
I think it's a Mondo is 1/12 scale. It's the same as regular Storm Collectibles is 1/12 scale. They're not because they're the same size as the Masterverse figures. So I'm good with my customs I made.
I'm good with my customs too.
Dude, Mondo Skeletor is taller than He-Man. Why? He's just as bulky and as tall as He-Man, and actually taller than He-Man. 2000X Skeletor He's still cut, but he's not as big as He-Man. 2000X He-Man was huge. Not as big as King Grayskull, but he was still huge. But I don't understand why they're making Skeletor this, just as buff and big. It makes no sense to me.
Bro, do you even lift, bro?
Yeah. Actually, want to change capes on on my villain Solarian. I ended up deciding I wanted a bigger cape.
Yeah. You know what they say about guys with big capes?
Yeah. So this is not the cape I'm gonna go with. I want one like this size. And I got the brooch piece that goes on that clasps the cape. Like that. I kind of like the red and white, but on the
It
green
looks good.
cape.
I don't know. I kind of like the red. Yeah, I like that a lot better.
Feels more regal.
I've been debating about going with the red and black, and I'm gonna make a second one. A different look. I'm using the chameleon body. I was playing around with the cape that Don made me, and it was like full like over the shoulder cape. But I folded it up, make it small. It could make a smaller cape and just do a one over the shoulder look.
Mm-hmm.
It kind of gives a regal look too.
Yeah.
He's one of those characters he don't need to stay in one outfit because he is a king. So why would he wear the same outfit all the time?
True. Well, gentlemen, it is that time of the night, so I will see you guys next week. Had fun.
See you, Quinn.
Until
Have a
next
good one,
time.
dude. Bye. Have a good time.
Bye, buddy. Hope you find your dad.
Yeah, touching up the eyes. I wasn't real happy. They were off a little bit, so I had to touch them up a little bit. You know, better.
Oh, boo-hoo. At least you know how to do eyes. Every time I try to do eyes, they just come off looking like they have Down syndrome.
Say that like it's a bad thing.
This head mold is got teeny tiny eyes, so it was like they were hard to paint. I ended up taking on this one. I took a little bit of mahogany wash and just lined the bottom of the eye, made it look better.
Oh, mahogany wash.
Gives it a little bit a little bit ran into the white of the eye, which is perfect because it gives it more like a blood vessel look through the eyes. This one I ended up extending the black on the eyelash area on both corners, and did the same with the mahogany wash at the bottom of the eye. Made them look better. Which, good thing that the cape was attached with hot glue. You can just take a blow dryer and peel it right off. Let's go on like so. for those little jewels to like put on like on the gauntlets and the that piece there. You can buy these fingernail art, like rhinestones in different shapes. These things are cool. Adds a little bit,
Rhinestone eyes.
adds a little pizzazz to your figures. It's a rhinestone cowboy.
We went different directions with that.
So I looked at GPS a lot for capes. I don't know what it is about gray capes. He makes two styles, and that's it. He makes a gray cape with a hood, well, and a gray cape that's tattered.
What else do you need in life?
It's like, I don't want a hood. Or a Batman cape. It's gray. Which has got the hole cut in the top, which I don't need. I got this cape that needs to be attached to this piece here. Then I'll go attach like y'all. When y'all. Unfortunately, I can't put the jewels on this one because those are magnets. They attach to the front of the figure. These little spots here. I got magnets back in here. Then when the cape attaches, it'll be there and there. Yeah, I'm not going to do any hot glue in the nuts. That'll be for Sunday's show. Sunday. Do you have to work tomorrow night, Mr. Matt?
Tomorrow night, no, but I work Saturday and Sunday, so no show.
No show.
No show.
Dude, seriously, you look at all these figures right here. Who in the fuck is buying Super 7 over NECA? Seriously. The level and sculpt and detail on these things for an average of, like $20 less a figure. How does Super 7 stay in business? It blows my mind, dude. Like, it blows my mind. I don't understand.
They are good at convincing people to invest in them.
I just don't get it, dude.
It has to be in-box collectors. That's the only way Super 7 even remotely looks good, is in-box.
It just makes no sense whatsoever. Look at this Donatello, dude.
Mm-hmm.
Look at that. Like, it's phenomenal. The sculpt, the paint, the articulation, the accessories, everything. These are phenomenal figures, dude. And $20 cheaper than a Super 7 figure. Look at this. Look at this right here. So, Super 7 cartoon turtles, right?
Yep.
Granted, I know this is 2003, but no paint on this figure at all. Look at the shell on this thing.
The only paint you got's on the eyes.
Now, look at the 2012 NECA turtle.
Oh well,
And look at his shell.
it's weather. It's got washes and weathering on it.
Look at the belt.
Yep.
Like, who? And this is like almost $20 cheaper than this.
Yep.
Who the shit is buying this crap? I don't get it.
Yep. Alfredo was talking about like how much he loves how NECA paints their figures from head to toe.
Yeah.
Every bit of it. Yeah, they put a lot of effort in their figures. I don't understand it, like how a company can charge what they charge. Well, NECA does make more figures, but they've been around longer. Super 7 don't even make a figure quality enough to actually sell at retail that much. They've dabbled in it where you got your deluxe figures, so like Thundercats deluxe figures, and you got those reactions, which reactions I think are ridiculously overpriced. You're selling those reaction figures for $20 and $25 a piece, which is absolutely insane for 4.0 figure, like 4-inch figures with like 5 points of articulation, if that. So
The thing is as a 118 collector, like I like their reaction figures, and when I find them on sale, or like when they first came out, remember when they first came out, they were $10. Like, I think $10 is too much, but I was like, it's cool. It's something I can't get anywhere else. I'll buy them. Like I like the figures for what they are. They're retro, vintage 80s style figures. That's cool. But yeah, $20. Are you serious?
Yep.
It's insane, dude.
I will never understand how they still can make those and people buy them.
Yeah, I don't get it, dude, at all. It makes absolutely no sense to me whatsoever on any level. How they make money, how people buy their shit. And I mean, look, hey, everybody's got their fanboys. Okay, cool. Whatever. But, geez.
But there's only so much part where you're going to get multi-million-dollar. I don't understand how they're going. They're doing something where they got multi-million-dollar investors that keep.
You know what it is? You know what it is? I think they actually have the unredacted Epstein list. I think that's what it is. They have the unredacted Epstein list. That's how they get all their backers. They don't actually sell hardly any figures. It's just a money laundering operation so that people can pay them off.
Well, I was thinking money laundering, but not to that extent.
Yeah, no, that's got to be what it is. There's no other explanation that makes sense. Like for real, there's no other explanation, dude. It's crazy. It's freaking crazy, dude.
Well, Matt, it was nice knowing you. They'll be sending their assassins at you.
Sure.
Super 7's going to send people to attack you.
They're going to send the Pinkertons after you.
Yeah. Probably.
They'll have to call Hasbro, get the number for the Pinkerton. I think it's hilarious that that even happened with the Hasbro hired a Pinkertons to intimidate somebody for them accidentally selling somebody stuff that was not supposed to be released yet.
Yeah.
Wasn't even the dude did anything wrong. The guy was cool about it though, but I'd been like,
Way
dude,
cooler than I would have been about it. That's for damn sure.
I would have told dudes, you better. One was like, what they did was against the law. They were pretending to be police officers.
It is Canada, so he probably apologized to them for it.
They misrepresented themselves as law enforcement.
I'm just saying, pew pews would have happened if you came to my house talking about fucking Magic the Gathering cards. Like, I'm just, what? Get the fuck out of here.
Now I'm imagining the Church of Magic the Gathering. Can we talk to you about our Lord and Savior, Magic the Gathering?
Yeah.
And Matt just starts shooting at him.
Yeah, I said I wasn't going to hot glue, but I'm not. I don't know.
But now you're going to?
Yeah, I just looked at the time. We got 2 minutes. It's like, it won't heat up in that much time. I got it here for next time I'm down here.
You can say that again.
I'm kind
Look at that metalhead. That's gorgeous.
of torn.
I like that. I like that a lot.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
Beautiful.
Kind of torn. My original character design has the gray cape, but that black and red does look pretty damn good.
I don't know how well this is going to come across, but that's a cockpit for a 1/44th or 1/44th scale Gundam.
Does it come with a figure to fit in there? That'd be awesome.
No, but if you get the bigger kits, they do come with a like a 1/60th scale figure. That some people go to the effort of painting. I would be terrified.
Oh no, I wouldn't be painting it. Like, it'd be cool to have it. But there's no way you'd get me to paint that damn thing. That's crazy, dude.
I started watching this channel called Rogue Hobbies.
Yeah.
And she started getting into Gundam about a year ago, and I've been watching some of her videos. And she painted one of those little teeny tiny guys, and I was like, "Oh my god, I could never."
Have a good one, Terrace Toys Box.
Later, man.
Bye, Sarah. Their list.
With a black inside cape look, which could do gray on the outside and black on the inside.
We're all black on the inside.
Well, I do like the two-tone black and red. Which I always like black and red. But I want, I could do a two-tone gray and black. Have black on the inside.
Yeah, see, that's something you and I agree on just about everything. Black and red combo looks good on anything. Whether it's action figures, cars, doesn't matter. Black and red just looks awesome. It is my favorite color scheme for anything.
I like it's really light material that he uses. It's almost like a Almost like a sleeping bag, like feeling like real slick material.
Yeah.
Real thin. Oh, Rocky. Well, we are past the 2-hour mark,
We are.
and we kind of little different format tonight.
I'm just building toys today, man. Well, you're building them. I'm opening them.
And Krypton's Toy Vault's building too.
Yeah. So, just so you know, these are 10 or so sprues all go together to make a 5.5-inch scale figure.
You know, the ones I've been eyeballing for a long ass time are the Bandai Gundams. You know, just the ones that are pre-built. You don't build them yourself. Just the ones, you know.
I look at those every so often too. It's like, man, those are nice.
They're really nice. And dude, Walmart's always putting them on clearance.
It's
I
like,
see them for like $15 all the time.
it's one of those things like, that looks really nice, but I don't need to start another freaking line.
I know, that's my thing. I'm like, they look awesome, but what am I going to do with them? What am I just going to start collect? I don't even watch Gundam. You know, like
I only watched Gundam in, like, for a short while in the 90s. That's when you had the Epion and all those really cool Gundams,
yeah.
the heavy arms, and
See, I just started watching it because I knew I wanted to get into it. Like, I got to watch some of it before I start buying the figures. So I'm starting with the 1979 original series. So I've got a long journey ahead.
so the gray and blue looks good together too. I think I won't stick with my gray. I'll see if it gets.
Look at that Mondo Gecko. Love that.
Mondo, that's another company that probably shouldn't exist like it does.
I don't understand their pricing.
I don't either. I love their figures. I would absolutely have an entire line of their big 12-inch figures
Well,
if they were.
even their stuff that don't even articulate's expensive. Now, remember at the super deformed Juggernaut that came out, like, it was really big,
Yep.
and it looked cool, and they were like, we want $400 for it. It's like, no. They don't even have everything. It's like a soft vinyl, like, statue. No.
Their animated stuff in the 12-inch lines just look so amazing and perfect.
Man, why sculptors are freelancers for toy sculptors?
Yep.
They're all freelance. Hardly anybody has in-house sculptors anymore, like the digital sculptors. Why can't Hasbro hire the same dude doing the Mondo stuff to do their stuff? Because Mondo's head sculpts are 100% spot on. But I don't like 12-inch figures. So, but they're perfect. Alrighty. Well, I think it's time to call it a night.
Oh, I think so.
Oh man, do we really have to, Dad?
Come on, 5 more minutes.
Okay.
No, for real though, it's gonna have to be about 5 minutes. I gotta wake up.
Yeah, I got work tomorrow. I only got one day off this week, so
Yeah, same here.
I don't go back to work.
I just got today off. Today was my only day off this week. So.
I don't go back to work till the 5th.
That's why we can't have nice things.
So the next Whip It Thursday is going to be the first one of the year. It'll be actually on January 1st.
Assuming we don't enter a time vortex and, start a time loop. Paradox. That would be unfortunate. Or fortunate, I don't know. We're just going to relive 2025 for the next 10 years.
In the year 2000. In the year 2000.
All because Harambe had to get killed. Dicks out for Harambe.
Dicks out.
Box Cannon said evening when we're getting ready to wrap up.
It's like, hey guys, I'm here. I'm ready to party. All right, bye.
AK should be here soon too.
Alpha Proto says if NECA had 12-inch figures of the quality of 7-inch figures, they would be as much as Mondo figures.
No, dude, they do. No. So first of all, NECA does like 1/4 scale figures that you can pick up for like $200.
Yep.
Like they do nicer stuff than Mondo for cheaper.
Remember when people were like, when you were calling out people like being pervy going to buy the Megan doll?
Yeah.
They're like the people who are being pervy going to buy it were like projecting like you thought of it. It's like, no, you're the one getting defensive about it.
Yeah.
Buck Scan says better late than never. That's true. Unless it's to like a heart surgery.
Depends on if it's yours or someone else's.
Dude, I haven't even come close to opening up all the shit I have to open.
First world problems. Too many toys.
Not fair.
Hey, there are starving children in Africa that would kill to eat those toys.
They probably would.
So hurry up and eat them so they can't have any.
Little mongrels.
We are broadcasting every channel now.
I didn't say anything.
I did. I call my own kids mongrels. What I call
It's okay. I'm taking it back.
I don't remember this being a thing on other like Masterverse figures. This Cobra Khan has drop down hips.
It's not like I said the Asian kids were mongrels. That would be racist.
God damn it, dude.
That's not a slur.
Oh, well, I bet we're going to get a yellow mark on the stream. Cut out the last 10 minutes of the stream.
You should have ended it when you wanted to. That's
You have yourself to blame.
This is on you. You knew. You had a feeling like we really need to end this on time tonight.
Hey, we managed to keep it from derailing into a car chat, so we're doing good, okay?
Well, that's right. This He-Man figure doesn't have drop-down hits. Cobra Khan does. That must be a new addition to some of their figures. I understand the advantage of like having a drop-down hit, like they'll kick out farther, like across like the skirts pieces. But also, I don't like drop-down hips because you can't get the hips to stay up half the time.
Hey, Shakira has a music video about that.
Well, if this is a Shakira figure, and yeah, we forgot to do any kind of toy news.
No, we didn't. We talked about Playmates.
Playmates.
Well, I mean, like anything coming out. I mean,
We'll save it for next week.
There's probably not much coming out right now anyway because Christmas is over.
we're talking about like maybe think about the Shakira thing. What is with all these pervert figures coming out? Like these females with completely molded genitalia.
Because people like Articulated Ninja, who are plastic perverts, have made it very popular. I'm just gonna just say it. There are some plastic perverts out there, and some of them have YouTube channels, and actively on their live streams talk about how they fap it to little 6-inch plastic women with titties. And so that gives other perverts like permission, I guess, to be like, yeah, that's right. It's okay to fap it for little plastic people. Yeah. And so now they want figures. So the Japanese, of course, are like perverts themselves. So they're like, yeah, we'll make them if y'all will buy them.
AK just showed up, said hello, all, and somebody say plastic titty.
Plastic titty. Yep.
AK is our resident articulated feelings guy, so I love you, AK.
End up cutting the last 10 minutes off his stream.
You probably should.
We're going off the air permanently. Sabbatical.
Look, if you don't want people to talk about the fact that you fap it to little plastic people, maybe don't talk about it on a live stream where everybody heard you say it. I'm just saying.
He's not just anybody who's coming in now. It's not any of us. AK someone found a new prize line, 1.7 carat. Their albedo is really nice.
Albedo.
Albedo.
I'm assuming it's scantily clad anime women.
I have no idea what that is.
Sure.
Right.
I didn't know how to pronounce it, so.
Something about chickens that wear neckties. Yes, Dino. It's the same as gooning. Don't be a gooner.
Alrighty, I think that's enough for the night before it gets any worse. Everybody in the chat, thank you for coming out and hanging out with us tonight. Always a pleasure, Mr. Matt, Krypton's Toy Vault. And I should be able to get to the make you probably an owner now of that one channel.
Oh. You mean all of these podcasts?
Yeah. I just leave all the videos on there and it keeps your view count up. So if you ever get demonetized.
Well, see, I did this live stream in landscape, so I'm curious to see if my views are the same as they were, like 80 plus, or if they've gone back down to standard.
Well, you're building a model kit too, so you understand what to do. It's landscape.
Yeah.
AK, no, I have not opened all the turtles yet. I still have like 10 more to open.
They're all still box turtles.
Yeah, I see what you did there.
Ba-doom-tsh. Alrighty, that's our cue to end. We'll catch y'all on the next one.
Bye, y'all.
Bye.
Ninja vanish.